you guys see the different tone in her hair? Okay? There was no foils in her hair. Okay? All of it's all like color from scalp to end. Also, we were so lucky to have another virgin. No color in her hair whatsoever. Okay? And we introduced, again, color insider to her. And look at the shine that you get from it. So, all I did was take, can you see the darker panel through here? So it's just all panels, okay? And all I did was take it from on a diagonal. So this is the high point. I went on a diagonal this way, then I went on a diagonal the other way, and then I went on a diagonal the opposite way. So it's like going, they're touching, but they're not like connecting a diagonal. There's going to be a stop and go like a T almost. So there's a T up here, a T over here, and a T on the other side, okay? And the thing is all I did was paint the color on there, from scalp to end, okay? And now you have all this variation of color tones popping up with each other, and they're overlapping each other. So it looks like it's been highlighted, okay? If she wants to be dramatic one day, she'll pick out her hair that way and expose all the lighter color. If she wants to be less dramatic, she could comb it the other way and you can see it all dark colors. I just parted it down the middle just so that we could have a more visual for the ensemble that she was wearing and being more dramatic, okay? And the thing is that this is a combination of using a razor and scissors, okay? And the thing is I did the opposite. You can see how the hair looks like it looks like it's been razored on the top. No, it was done with the scissors. The bottom, it looks like it's precision. I did it with the razor. Okay, so it's just using the combination and just doing something different than what you're doing, every day in the salon. But I think it looks beautiful. It looks classic on her. It's a bit of a change. She almost had a shop. Number one, we colored her hair, and also her hair was down to here, and we cut it up to there. Okay. She was almost going to be like crying, and I was like, it looks beautiful on her. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? And just to give you the formula, I didn't tell you that.
Oh, you didn't?
It was the 4M, was the darker bit at the bottom. Then it was 7W towards the lighter, and then back to 6M on the top. Okay?
She's like, do I say that? Also, Daniel, I think that looks amazing. It was really cool. That huge transformation. I was really impressed with the different tonal. Like, I loved placing the tones in a different way to get like multi-dimensional effect without placing a whole lot of foil. It's perfect. And also, I saw, Daniel, that you're using, before you blow dry hair, one of the new Biolage stylers, right? Like
yeah,
blow-in control.
Yeah, sure.
So this is blow-in control. It's a nice, lightweight, sort of like blow-dry aid that's going to give you smoothness, support, and stuff. So that what you saw, Daniel put this in her hair when it was wet, and then he blow-dried it with a round brush. And then after each section that we blow-dried with a round brush, he just put on a large Velcro roller. So it was just sort of sitting and cooling on these large Velcro rollers, so the root area stayed like lifted away from her head while she got makeup and got dressed. Then last minute, just pulled out those Velcro rollers. You get that beautiful sort of soft bounce, very, very easy. This is called blow-in control. It's fantastic. Okay, so jumping over here, let me catch you guys up to speed with what I've got going on here with Brittany. Okay, so you saw at the parietal ridge as I was working, all of this hair into here, I just started to carve in and carve out. Now, I'm going to I created sort of like a little undercut. Okay, not as dramatic of an undercut as say like Miley Cyrus has, right? But I don't know if you guys remember an actress named Sienna Miller. She was married to Jude Law for a little while. She had a really short, beautiful, short cropped haircut that still today I love so much. I find when I'm having conversations with my clients, especially because we're a little bit of a celebrity-obsessed culture, if you can liken the type of haircut that you're doing on them to a celebrity that looks really great in that type of style, then it helps them sort of identify with where you want to go with it. So as soon as I said Sienna Miller to Brittany here, she was on board. And she was like, do it. Have a good time. Okay, so the idea is that we're doing something that has a nice, clean effect that's showing the earlobe of the ear, but then it brushes back. The style will sort of kind of come back and drape over her ear. So it's kind of soft over the ear and drapes into that silhouette there. Now what I need to do is I take through the top, I release the top, I put a little bit more of that exquisite oil in the top, just to keep that naturally curly hair of hers nourished. And I'm going to go through and take vertical sections, and I'm going to connect a bit. So we have like some soft point cutting going on through here. This I'm going to do all the way through the back. And while I'm doing this, then we have time for one more. You need to talk really quick. Should I invite another model? You need a minute, or you can go. Can I bring out the next girl?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I just didn't want, if you had to share, I didn't want to jump. All right, so let's bring out the next model. Nicole.
So I put my best dress on, boy, I was so right.
What do you guys think? Thanks. Feel free to clap whenever you like, you know, it's nice. Okay, so this is Nicole. So again, here we see another perfect example of like that on-trend haircut, right? Talk about strong, structured perimeter and nice, soft internal movement, right? This satisfies a lot of like hairdressery needs in one haircut, right? Because you're like, I get to do asymmetrical, there's like a disconnection, then it goes in. So this is completely solid on one side, cropped super short with a bit of a weight line in the back. Look straight ahead, there you go. A bit of a weight line in the back and that's tapered nice and clean through the nape, right? And then, sorry, I showed the heavy side, and then this is just nice and comes to like a nice sideburn point. A little tip when it comes to cutting short hair, okay? The nape of her neck is clean, tapered, very, very clean. Something that I like, something that she likes very, very much. But if you've ever had a woman sit in your chair who is excited about getting her hair cut short, but she doesn't want it to look like a boy, have you heard that one? You're like, oh, I was planning to make you look like a boy. I don't know why you don't want that, right? So if they don't want it to look like a boy, here's the tip. Here's what should ring in your head. Leave the perimeter soft and fragmented. Leave it like pointy, leave it jagged, leave it fringy along the bottom, and it feels more girly. If it goes super tapered, like if this little sideburn piece goes away, it feels more like a boy to her. If you leave this point, if you leave little pieces along the neck, it feels more feminine. So when they use that dialogue, that should signal that for you, okay? Now, her color technique. This is kind of a fun little like lavender shade through here. Base color all over is 3V color sync. So what's great about color sync, times of 20 minutes, seamless, even brilliant color, so 3V all the way dark through here. And here's the trend, okay? We've been talking about trends in hair cutting. How many want to know the trends in hair color? Trends in hair color, here's what you should be doing, here's what you should be seeing, okay? Look down for me. You see how we have a darker base that illuminates out to the lighter. Sorry. So, it's a little early for that, getting a little fresh. So, the idea is called color graduation, right? You guys may have heard of a little thing called the ombre, right? Oh my gosh, the ombre. If another client comes in wanting the ombre, you're like, right? So, here's the thing. Right now, ombre is still on trend. It's okay to be doing it on your clients, right? In the world, it's still happening, but our job is to stay ahead of the trend. That's why you're here, right? So here's your tidbit on what you should be doing and start thinking about. Color graduation, same idea as the ombre, where it goes from darker to lighter, like graduation, but specifically placed in certain areas to accent like the haircut, right? So here, we put it just on the top, so it really accents this long, heavy veil through the front. Or you may see it like right through here, we have shorter to long. Color graduation goes from dark to light because it's going to be brightest in the front, right? Strong fringe, maybe you want to like color graduation within that. But the idea is that you have this base shading all the way throughout, so you can see where these lavender pieces meet. It has that same 3V at the base, right? So it goes 3V out to that lavender color. Right? This is the best way to make sure that even the most contrasty colors like are anchored and sit and make sense. No matter which way she swings her hair, it's still going to look good, right? Because it has that base shade of that 3V. So last thing, the color formula for this lavender, if you guys like it, is this kind of fun creative color. Lightened up to a nice pale yellow, all right? And then you go over it. This is color sync, 3 parts clear, okay? 3 parts clear with like a 1-inch ribbon of 3 violet. So the same color here, just a little 1-inch ribbon mixed with clear, and it gives you this beautiful lavender tone over 3 lightened hair. Okay? You guys like? Alright, let her know.
It's alright. Our eyes connected.